Okay, hi, welcome back. All right, so in this video, you've seen the thumbnail. Essentially, you've got some materials on your objects and they're washed out, and you're trying to figure out why. You're in Unity and you're facing this issue. So if you have a look here, I've got a series of boxes, right? This is the exact same geo, right? Um, but on this instance, and this instance, in this instance, the textures or the material that's been applied, which is the exact same material, it's not showing up right in the scene. Um, and there's no real obvious way to fix that. It's like, who do you contact if you've got your materials showing up like majorly washed out? And that's what we're going to be exploring right now. So I just spent two days trying to wrap my head as to why it is that I've got several, well, about 700 props, and it's like they're scattered all over this level, and it's being imported from Houdini. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Houdini software, and there's nothing wrong with the Unity software. So let me make that clear before I say anything else. Now, if you're facing this problem, you're gonna want to overcome that without me kind of waffling on. So let me just get into it, right? So essentially, I was thinking it was the FBX format. I was thinking it was the BGO format. I was thinking that it was something that I had done to the actual geometry itself. Maybe I had altered the file in some way that I shouldn't have. And what I traced it down to was normals. Okay, so let's see if I can show you what I found here as the issue. So this is one of the attempts to kind of do an import and see whether or not it worked out or not. And it did, right? And it's like, hold on there. So that means that it's not the FBX format. It's not the BGO format. So then afterwards, stepping through the logic within Houdini, did an FBX export, and this is the normals, and the normals are inverted, but the normals are inverted, but the texture still looks fine, right? There's nothing stands out as being wrong when you look at it, more than the fact that you know as a 3D developer just needs a normals flipping, right? But why have the textures faded? Okay, so I did a couple of Googles, couldn't find anything to kind of let me know that, hey, this is what your issue is, right? So let's head over to Houdini. So this is the same geometry isolated in the scene, and what I found out was that I was doing some kind of a scaling, right? So I'm essentially flipping everything 180 on the x-axis, and then all the scales are inverted just to get everything to line up. But that's not the issue. I then did a reverse. The reverse gave me the inverted normals, right? So the next step that I had on there to apply the patch was to put normals in, right? Specifically applying the normals on the vertices. So let me see if I can show you what that looks like at the different stages. Okay, so it might not be obvious, but something's not right there with those normals. Let's see if I can get the gizmo to give us a better feedback there. All right, so all right. So those normals at that point, you can tell they're inverted, right? Depending on the angle that you're looking at things, right? And so you're feeling a bit better, but that's not the fix. That'll give us the inverted normal. And then the workflow that I had me doing just like a reverse, right? So here the normals are now inverted, or sorry, they're now corrected, but this is on the actual polygons themselves, right? So that will give you the issue where the texture looks like it's been washed out. Okay, um, and obviously that's not what you want. And so just by applying this patch here, but this is going to be to the vertices. So let's see if I can switch off the the normals themselves on the polygons. And here we have what things look like on the actual vertices themselves. So yeah. And then now if I go in here and click on that, it might not be obvious, but I can tell that that's better, right? And so by then doing an export and getting that FBX across, that now gives us this better situation that we have here. That's worse. Right, so maybe that one. Right. So let's just show you that again. So this is me just trying the reverse. That reverse was taking place at the polygon level to correct what we had demonstrated earlier. So before reverse. So that's before, right? And then after, we now have the textures washed out. How do we fix that? And then by applying the normals and getting them recalculated on the vertices, we now have a corrected situation for the textures. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I know that I've never experienced that before, but then again, I've been in the pipeline more on the Houdini side for like 2 3 years. So now it's like getting everything over into Unity, and it's just making sure that everything aligns as far as the necessary pipeline, so you can carry on doing what you need to do. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please leave us a like, and I will see you next time. Thanks again.